Okay, welcome. Now we all set. I've really enjoyed the music and it brings back memories when I used to dance and I was skinny. Today, I think that slit, that slit that you came down and just do the slits. Today, can you still do it?
No, I don't remember the last time I did that. I don't
Okay, okay. Welcome,
think
welcome,
that
welcome.
I won't get up. So, right.
Welcome once again to the Key Mama Show. Today, I have a wonderful man, and most pastors, you don't talk for them. You just give the platform to them and let's roll. So, welcome. I think this is the second time you're coming on my show, but this
Yeah.
time it's about you. It's not about any social issues that is going on around there. So today is the day that is about you, that I'm looking forward for years to engage you on that. So I'll now give you the platform. Feel free, you can mix it with the tree or the gun and flow well. So our people, everyone will get the message loud and clear. So please kindly introduce yourself. But before you came, you saw that I play some of your songs, and I'm telling you, those songs are evergreen. Come on now, let's do it once again. And we are going to do it again in a different way.
Sure.
So the platform is yours.
Yes. So let me start by saying a short prayer so we can get going. Dear Father Almighty, we thank you for this opportunity and we bless you for bringing us this far. Let this discussion be all about you and your glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So, uh, basically, my name is Pastor G Love Gemann. For those of you who don't know um, my name, that's simply my name. Everybody calls me the G for short, So that's my name.
That's your name. So, like I said, I played a video about you when you were young and
Mm,
hot and vibrant in a different. Now you're still a vibrant in a different,
and,
area.
yes,
but those days you were our Ghana Michael Jackson.
that's true. That's
Take us briefly back there. How you get into the music and where we are now, because whatever we are going to talk about today, it reflects your past.
sure.
So
Uh,
take us back.
yes, I was born in Accra, Ghana. I was brought up in a home of two teachers. My parents were teachers. And I discovered from very early age that I was a natural dancer. Anytime I hear music, like how kids react to music. Anytime I hear music playing, I'll be dancing. And, my household took notice of that. So, and I could dance to any music, be it traditional music, be it anything. Nobody taught me. But as soon as I hear music, my feet and my hands would interpret the music. And that's how I became a dancer. Then gradually I started, going into nightclubs back in the days. I grew up at Kokomoni, and the immediate dance hall that was next to us was a place called Silver Cup. That's where the SSB Bank, now they don't even call it SSB, they call it Sushi General or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I ran Accra ATTC, where ATTC is Silver Cup was there. And then when you go down towards Circle, you had Apollo Theater. And then you had Lido nightclub. And then if you make a right, you come to Tiptoe Gardens. So these were the areas that I grew up. So the bands of our days back then, everywhere you go, there's a live band that plays in these places. And I will go and ask the musicians if they could let me perform, and I knew all the songs that were popular at that time. And I will mention a song that I want to perform. And to their surprise, this little boy comes and I say, "Can you play this song for me? And I want to perform." And when they play and I perform, everybody just will fall in love with this little boy. And they used to, throw money at me. And by the time I'm done, I have lots and lots of money. And that's how my show business started. My parents were not crazy about me doing this, but it was something that was in me. So I kept doing it.
So you didn't listen to your parents, I will put it that way, at the time?
Not at all, because I knew that this is what I wanted to do. It was something that brought a lot of satisfaction in when I see people appreciating what I was doing. So I knew it was an inborn thing that I needed to do it. So I'll run away. I'll come back. They'll beat me. I'll still run away and go again.
So you came on this earth with your talents, and you knew who you are and what you wanted to be at that time.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
How did you get involved with all the instruments? Because you play guitar, you play piano. Did you pursue education or a vocation on that?
That came later. You know, that came later when I moved from Ghana, because Ghana had no access to any instrument at the time. So, but the music was something that I knew that is what I wanted to do. You know, I mean, wherever there was a band playing, I would be there. Wherever there was music, I would be there. So it was something that I knew this is what I was going to do. And like we said earlier, nothing was going to stop me. And I was just going to keep on going. So when disco, by the time, I mentioned all these dance halls, that time we didn't have discos. Then the era of disco started. So when the era of disco started, they organized certain dancing competitions, and I got involved because I was already.
I just saw at them.
No, they are not. No, Ajetisoes were not. I left Ghana long before the Ajetisoes came. We were the pioneers.
Yes.
That's, you understand. So Ajetisoes and his gang were after us.
After us, okay.
So we started the dancing competition in a place called the Babylon Club. It used to be where Osu Children's Home is. It's now a Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
But right at Laboni Secondary School is Osu Children's Home. To the left was Club Babylon. And actually, one of the last competition I did there, one of the people that competed was Akusia Japan. It was Akusia Japan.
Right.
Now, yes. That time she was a young girl who was from this girl's school. What is it called again? Holy Child. And on the long back, we all meet and then see who's the best. And I kept winning all the competitions till I left for England. So I left for England in 1981. Okay. And I went to continue because I had won everything there was to win in Ghana. So I felt that I had to go further. And that's how I ended up in England. Oh,
so you ended up in England. But I have a question, personal question.
Yes.
You look like half caste. How come your parents were, because your hair? That's
how I was born. That's one thing that I have. Look, just about 2-3 months ago, I shaved my hair completely.
Right.
Those of you who had seen my pictures like 3 months ago, around September, I took everything off. Okay. Hey, here we are after September, meeting in for you. So hair again is like the natural thing God gave
like
me.
Your grandparents. My
mom is a Kuyapime, my dad is a Shanti, but sometimes you
are one of a kind.
Exactly. You come with something that into me catch normal. Then they say, hey, but I'm not normal. I'm not just ordinary.
Because you look different among your siblings?
Everything different. Maybe I am different. It's just who I am.
Are you the firstborn?
No, I'm the second.
You're the second.
We are four.
Okay, you're the second born.
Guy, one lady.
Oh, okay. Wow, because I don't know. You look I don't know.
Remember when I used to wear my hair very long? You know, at one stage my hair was all the way back.
Yeah, in the
And
music, the ponytail.
then I remember I met some Ghanaian women and in Belgium. And when I told them I was a Ghanaian, they said, no, you can't be no Ghanaian. You're lying. Look, with a hair like this, Ghana, you're not from Ghana.
You're fake.
Told me that time, they didn't know who I was, and I met them. They were speaking Tree, and I was excited. And I said, I am also from Ghana. And they look at me,
Right.
yeah.
And do
That's
you
always
know, when I posted the flyer out, some people said, hey, is Gemann the Gemann we knew before?
exactly.
Does Gemann exist? I said, sure. Is that him? I said, sure. I said, he's a pastor now. He said, oh, we remember that incident that happened way in the 90s.
No.
So we don't know his whereabouts. Will you like to engage us that era? Because that is like the rise and fall of Gemann at that time. I will use that word. So,
yeah, I mean.
yes, I remember that day. I was walking on the street and I heard have you heard this thing has happened at Domisom area? I said,
Yeah.
who? They said this famous musician. I said, oh, yeah. I said, what happened? So, when a story happens, everyone have their version of the whole story.
Okay.
Now we have you. If you feel comfortable, I'm not pushing it, but if you feel comfortable to take us back to that day.
I believe that is the reason for this book. You understand? Something happened in 1995, and it was January. The date was the 9th of January.
So I'm close like this to get you on that day.
9th January. And that's why this book is coming out on the 9th of January. Okay. So that's exactly 27 years ago.
Just it looked like yesterday.
Looked like yesterday. Okay. So basically, what happened on that day is what I've put together and part of my lifestyle. The long and short was it that I had gotten into an argument with somebody that ended up dying. And I was sentenced to death by hanging. So there's no surprise that people thought I was probably dead.
Mm-hmm.
God met me on that dark journey. And when I gave my life to him, he turned my life around and has given me a second chance on life. And that is what this whole thing is about. The journey from fame to shame is what I have chronicled and put in this book, so that those who might have heard the story and did not have facts of what actually happened, it is all right here in this book, as you can see. And the Lord preserved my life for this very reason, that I may live to tell of his goodness as the Lord. That right now, as we speak, somebody's going through certain challenges. It might not be in prison. See, somebody may be out there, but that person sees their life as very hopeless. They don't think that even as we've entered into 2022 is worth living. Do you understand? And this is the hope that I bring to such a person, that after all my theme, shame came my way. But in the midst of that, God is able to meet you at the deepest darkness. And that is what this book is about. So I would not want to preempt what is in the book.
I know.
And the book will not be the book no more. I mean, my story, I've told it 1 million times.
Yes.
No, but there are facts in this book that a lot of people have never heard before. Okay, because I give you an example. Not long ago, there was this whole thing about me going to get married to delay. Okay. And
Somebody said it yesterday.
okay. Now let me explain what that was all about. There's a chapter in this book, and the chapter in this book talks about reason versus motion. Reason versus motion. That's the title of the book. And I discovered when I got into trouble in Ghana that our people are more emotional than rational. It means that if something happens, the ability to reason and find out that how is this possible? How did this happen? Is this possible at all? No. Ghanaians will jump at it. Okay. Yes. And they would say it convincingly, like they were there when the thing happened. And when you probe into it and say, now what's the saying? What's it we say? I say, I made a no. And that's it. We cannot independently evaluate issues and see. And until Ghana for me brave, only attempt rather than settle issues. So instead of addressing the issue itself. So God has given me the chance to use this book so that I want to know what see, know what we say nini see. Okay, my whole life I've never used drugs before.
Really?
Oh yeah. Cigarette cramming.
They say you were so high, man.
And there one was high one opportunity.
They said, oh, you came out so high, and you even you came out and you were so high you couldn't see even.
That's somebody's version. And people who did not know me took that version.
Yes.
What I said, and they ran with it. But there was no drugs involved. There was nothing to do with drugs. Some even said, oh, the lady that brought the taxi to my house was bringing drugs to me.
Yes.
And then driver and call police station. I call report, saw the drugs are on. So then I had to kill him, which is a lie, which has nothing to do with anything.
So you never even smoke a cigarette, weed? No?
No. Beer. One glass of secret.
Really?
Yeah. You see,
and you were in the music industry.
Yes. But who said, say, well, music industry, I was all no movie and now no more. Are they? You know.
No, at that time you were so hot. By the time you come out, the energy is like up here.
Yes, but they had nothing to do with anything.
Natural energy.
That's why I explained to you from where I started. So what I say, I started when I was age 4. Until 4, no, I say,
yeah, you can't.
So it has nothing, but people don't know, except those who were close to me can attest to this fact.
Wow.
In this book, I explain all those things because people are more emotional.
So that's how the delay story came in.
Right. So in order to prove what I was saying, I decided to throw something out there and show said that's how Ghanaians will run with the story. And it did. So that was the whole thing.
Think how I'm going my mouth, because just yesterday, as I was promoting the book launching and inviting people with the invitation letters and stuff, and they said, oh, the guy who wanted to marry Dolores, and the person asked me if I know Dolores, and I said, oh, the only Dolores I know now is the one delay who. I said, oh yeah, Gemann wanted to marry her so badly. I said, really? But there's no room for debate or anything. Oh, I said, really? Because I was kind of surprised, and I haven't heard it before, but I said, anyway, today I'm coming on here and I will find a way to really ask that, when did this
Yeah.
happen?
No, that's
Oh,
that's exactly what I'm explaining. This
so
is
that one has caught fire right there.
exactly because people will not analyze it. Now, if I had gone to Ghana to go and marry her, was it going to be on radio? Why would I go and sit on the radio? If you want to marry a woman, do you marry a woman on a radio station? What I say? You know, radio station, you know, see, so but people don't have that ability to discern and see, you know, this guy is just pranking all of us. And they didn't see it coming. And they took it. And the next day, the bloggers were, yeah, you know, I was seeing I never said that. I never even said, so, oh, of America. What been do
Really?
That's it. You see, that is how people just would take anything and run with it.
Wow.
Until when, you know, the facts of the case never came out. People just took, you see, it just didn't make sense to them, because why would I shoot somebody over 1,000 cedis? Because they knew that I had enough money that could have paid more than that.
More, yeah.
And, you know, because the thing didn't make sense, and they would not wait to get the facts and analyze it. Until they had to say, wahai crime and justice. And then mommy crying, you know, because why? And that's just an angle to make sense. But I say it's an angle to make sense to them. So this is the reason what happened, which had nothing to do.
I can't wait. I just want to read a version of you and Jaga P issue. That two conversation, I want this book so badly, because I want the real fact about that portion alone.
Okay.
Because
I have to get the book to see what's in
that's
there.
what I'm saying. I'm not getting it. I'm not going to ask you here. But me, the reason why I'm getting this book,
let me grab it.
Because of that. Okay. It's the book that I wanted to grab. If you just join us, today we are here with Pastor Gemann on Key Mama Show. He has a church in Staten Island, New Life Christian Love Fellowship.
That's correct.
And that is where exactly the book launching will occur this coming Sunday. So I'm just going to give him the platform to give us the time.
The time is 2 o'clock. The time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And a lot of my movie friends, movie stars are going to be there.
So you're telling me that it's a celebrated Sunday?
Yeah, that's it. You know.
Celebrated Sunday.
AY is going to be there, and a lot of the movie stars that you see on your Ghanaian movie stars are before supported and endorsed to come and celebrate me. I have a lot of pastor friends and some singers, so it's going to be a very exciting Sunday, and we are going to launch this book, because people who have heard my story had constantly asked me, your story has to be turned into a movie. Your story has to come through a book, because there's so many lessons. You know, those who've had the privilege of reading this book, it will make you cry. It will make you laugh. It's full of everything. And there are life stories in there that you will learn, and it will impact you. So this is why I encourage that everybody should do their best to come and grab a copy of this book.
If I may ask, you know, anything free, my name is there. Is it free, or is there?
Going to be free, because it came at a cost. It came at a cost. So I wouldn't know how much it would cost right now there. So when you come there, you're coming as a supporter. You're coming to come and support a good cause. So come.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to prepare and bring money to purchase any book at this point.
And when you're coming, bring lots of money. As for money, Bible says that money settles all things. I'm
Right.
gonna request you on my
Yes,
laptop.
yeah, because I'm trying to figure if it's you or somebody else.
I will leave this one.
Oh, okay, okay. We're almost rolling towards the hand. Hi, we have Jerry Bampo watching all the way from South Africa. We have Alfred Manson also watching you live at the moment. Those people who have share for us. And if you come on, please share. We have the Gemann. Like I said, he's a legend. He used to be the Ghana Michael Jackson. He used to do the moves, the hairdo, the outfit, everything. Coming this Sunday, Staten Island is going to be live. If you don't know Staten Island well, this is your opportunity to come, and the address is right here. The address, the venue, the Giving Church, 648 Bay Street, Staten Island, New York, 10304. In case you want to get more information or direction, the number is 1-888-865-5211, or also you can email info at new life
CLF.
CLF.org. So this Sunday, like I said, I will be there.
Definitely.
I will be there.
And it's not your first time there. You've been there.
No, that's not my first time.
So
at least I should have made it once, at least a month to travel to Staten Island.
Yes, no, but you've been there before, and I appreciate you coming. And you've been somebody who has always been very supportive of my ministry, and I want to thank you and bless you for the great work that you do for the community and the Ga-Adangbe and all the good works that you do.
Yes. I've also sent the invitation to Asante Mine Association and other association and social clubs that you extending this invitation to all of them to attend the book launching coming on this Sunday, the 9th of January, 2022. The venue is the Giving Church, 64648 Bay Street, Staten Island, New York, 10304. So please mark, in case you also forget the number, you can inbox me on Facebook, Gemann also on Facebook. Follow him on YouTube or Facebook. He gives wonderful inspirational messages Sundays before he enters into the church. He does that from the car, and I love to listen to it. And it's a short advice because this man has been there, done that, and he knows it all. Because if you've been into the music industry, you see a lot of things, you see a lot of challenges, you see a lot of temptations. And if today I'm hearing for the first time that he was in the industry and without drinking or smoking, that should send a message for you that you can do without it, and you're going to
exactly. As a matter of fact, let me dispute the notion that people have that it is by smoking weed that makes you creative. That's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. I know great creative musicians who have never smoked weed in their life. It's just a myth. It's just a myth that people think that, oh, it is when you smoke and you high, then your mind is open. As a matter of fact, what it does is it slows you down.
I believe so.
It slows you down.
I believe
it doesn't make you high.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
believe
So
so.
if God has given you the talent, let your talent do the work and acknowledge God in everything that you do.
Yes,
And
I
that's the
believe
most
so. I
important
believe
thing.
so. I believe so.
Yes.
Jerry Kwabna Edinkra, one of our African, Ghanaian African leader in Brooklyn. Eric Adams, campaigner in the Ghanaian African community. He's
Okay.
watching us live. Jerry, I hope to see you this Sunday. You are in Brooklyn, so you don't give me no excuse. I'm coming from the Bronx, and I know some
Exactly.
people coming from further, like
Oh, yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
or Quops, very far, Virginia, all over. This is the
Yes, people are
day,
coming from all over. People are
even
coming
from
from,
Ghana, to attend
yes,
this launching, because this
yes.
is the day we are going to show our love to Mr. Loveman.
That's it.
Mr. G Love.
Yes.
Yes.
For you to say the love man, when I was in prison, there was this guy who was in the same prison block with me, and he always would call me the love man. As soon as he sees me coming, the first word he comes, the love man.
You see,
So
well, the name
every
sticks.
time I remember him, he will go, the love man.
The love man.
Wonderful.
We really thank God for your life today, that you
Amen.
are here to tell your story. And your story is not just going to end in the book, but it's going to manifest in other people to know that things that you did and you should have taught and you didn't, they should learn from it. Because
That's why they say
sometimes the
that.
fame goes through our head. The fame goes through our head and we don't think.
Well,
And you can
that's
get
why
high on fame, right? You can get
exactly.
high on fame.
That's why they say experience is the best teacher. But don't wait to experience it yourself, but because you may go through it and not survive. So if somebody has gone through and survived, you learn from the survivor. That is the whole essence of experience is the best teacher. Because what somebody has experienced, they can best explain it to you. Let me share something very quick with you.
Okay.
You know, I'm a chaplain and I go to Rikers Island to go and teach over there.
Okay.
The first couple of weeks that I started in Rikers Island, the inmates there think they are really hard and they were looking down upon me in the beginning. Oh, who is this chaplain from Africa? Blah, 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 blah. Then I took a video. By the third and the fourth week, I took a video of Nsaum prisons, which we will show on Sunday.
Okay.
And I showed that video to the inmates. Do you know that when they saw the condition of the prisons in Nsaum, they started changing their attitude? Now, when I come, they say, you have been through hell. Because they have air conditions, they choose what they will eat
they
in
live in
Rikers
love.
Island. And I say, you people, you are in Hilton Hotel as compared to in some own prisons where we had to sleep packed like sardine. So they saw the difference and they understood. So until you experience what somebody has gone through, you need to learn from them because experience, as they say, is the best teacher. Thank you.
And honestly, before you leave, how many years were you in there?
I was in there for 14 years.
Not 9 years. We thought it's 9.
14 years. 14.
You are a miracle boy.
It is God's grace. Oh, not grace.
Okay,
grace
so
found.
before you leave, the address once again, let it come from
Your address is 648 Bay Street. 648 Bay Street in Staten Island. You can't go wrong. If you Google it, it will give you New Life Christian Law Fellowship. If you put it in, the Google map has us on. You will find us on Bay Street. You can't go wrong. If you're coming through Verrazano Bridge, it's the first exit on the Verrazano Bridge. So if you're coming from Manhattan, if you're coming from Brooklyn, or you're coming from the Bronx, as soon as you exit, the Verrazano Bridge is the first exit. It brings you straight to Bay Street. If you're coming from New Jersey, you're coming from Virginia, Maryland, it's exit 13, the last exit before you get to the Verrazano Bridge. It will bring you right down to Bay Street. You can't miss it. If for any reason you miss your route, the telephone number that we have a flyer, just call us and we will give you a direction. But once you put in New Life Christian Love Fellowship, it will bring you right down to 648 Bay Street. And the time is 2. And this 2 is not 2 Ghana time, it's 2 American time. Please.
Let's see the book once again. Let me see the book.
This is the book. And as you can see, it is not some tiny book. It has 365 pages. So it's a big book that contains, and it has, the wonderful thing is that it has all the pictures from my showbiz time, you know, from when I was born. So it's a whole album, pictures that nobody has seen before. When you get this book, you will get it. From when I was 1 year old with my afro hair, everything is in here.
Wow.
So this is a collector's item. And I believe that every household that will get a copy of this book, it will help the next generation. Your children, your spouse, your friends, get a copy. And I'm telling you that after reading this book, your life will not be the same.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Mama.
And I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, which is the 9th at 2 p.m. in Staten Island.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Key Mama, for the great work once again. And God bless you for your support. I love you so much.
And thank you. See you Sunday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.